This coverage is brought to you by Rami Rent.
Hello, Disc Golf World. Welcome back to the Round 3 Back 9 coverage of the Copenhagen Open 2022, powered by Prodigy Disc. It's the first stop of the European Pro Tour, brought to you by MDG Media. On the microphones from Austria, we have Stanislaus, Amann, from Belgium, Mr. Maxime, and I am Moser from Doerken.
Hello, everybody.
Hello out there. This is
back.
it. Oh yeah, it's all going down. Last 9 holes of the first European Pro Tour stop. It couldn't be more exciting.
Yeah, ending of the tournament here. Last 9 holes. It's gonna be some action on the screen. Let's make sure to stay until the end to see those guys fighting.
Yeah, we see Daniel just lost some strokes. His lead shrank to only 3 strokes anymore. Can he hold through those back 9 with this lead? Let's see.
So let's make sure to hit that website to check the EPT Superstore here. Hole 10, par 4, 130 meters. So you start in the woods, really tight gap. You need to follow that line. So you have 2 options, a bit shorter on the right to go through those trees. It's kind of a gamble, but it's a way the players are using, or you follow the drone flight here to go further on that first shot and to try to have an open look to the basket. And again, an open area to finish the hole. So basket under those big trees, beautiful way to finish hole 10. Let's get back to the action.
First in the box is Joonas Aalto, opting for a forehand shot. And it looks like he just manages to throw it down almost nicely the fairway. Like it just hit a late tree and ended up in the fairway anyway. So he's going to be looking at the second shot, which is going to be quite okay from there.
Yeah, it should be still a look at birdie for Joonas.
Okay, misses the tree again. That's exactly the line. Shorter, taking the fade a bit faster on the fairway and taking the right to go through those trees. It worked for you, Joonatan. Didn't work for Joonas. Gamble game.
Daniel with what looks to be a pretty clean one. Oh no. Hit a tree at the end and most likely par at best again. Daniel already on some kind of par stretch for about 4 or 5 holes, so he really needs to secure some birdies soon. Otherwise, it's getting interesting, I would say.
Yeah, let's see how the chasing will go. Players leaving the tee. Daniel scrambling here. So he has a gap. Okay, so he will have a birdie action.
Wow.
Beautiful approach from Daniel. Great shot
for Joonas there. Oh, that's Severi. Sorry for that.
Yep.
We have Joonas right here.
Pretty nice upshot. Good touch with the forehand. And here we have Joonatan with the big drive. It's not much more than a trumpet up.
Second time in 2 days that Joonatan is just laying up for his birdies, even trying to make the eagle putt.
Yeah, I mean, that one was a serious run for the eagle, right? He even needs to work a bit for his birdie, but super safe on the putting, so no problem for him to get the bird.
So for people who did notice, Joonatan was 19 down in the review table at the start of the video, but he was 17 down for you to know if your brain is asking question right now. So that's a start frame. Great way to start the back nine. Let's head.
Well, that's interesting. The lead card really made this hole look easy and such a technical shot, as we could all see. But like, we're going to look at another even more technical hole after all, which is actually just an easy shot, but the basket is located on top of a little mound there. And I think if you're putting into a headwind, this can be really tricky on this hole.
Yeah, game plan is really to go as close as possible from the hill to make sure to make the putts. If you miss, if you touch the cage, anyway, you will roll. There is a lot of chances for this to happen.
We've seen a lot of problems on this hole in the previous round. Joonatan took a double bogey. Even some intentioned layups started to roll down the hill again. Pretty unpredictable hole. Definitely a nervy one.
Well, Joonas just threw a perfect shot. He's going to be looking at a 4-meter putt, which is something that should be easily feasible for him.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Joonatan has learned his lesson. He just slides his disc upright next to the mound. Should be an easy putt from there.
Yeah. I think that's a hole you birdie one after the other time in practice, and then you step up in the tournament, and it's just all becomes a little bit harder or just way harder as there's this tournament pressure.
This one looks excellent.
It must have ended up by the base of the mound as well. Let's see if Severi can do the same thing.
Looks perfect also.
Wow. Just a slight bit on Anheuser out of the hand. Puts it up very close, and just like that, we will have 4 short looks for birdie. Can we really see back-to-back star frames here to open up the back nine?
Nice. Nice. 3 strokes better than yesterday for Joonatan.
Yeah, he must be scratching his head like how yesterday's little cock-up could actually happen. There we go. Daniel's second birdie frame in a row.
Yeah, still a 5-stroke advantage over the whole card for Daniel. And is this the caddy of Daniel? No, it's not, but just a random spectator. Hole number 12. Yeah, another par 4. Pretty long hole. There's this main gap here. You can take it with a low forehand, skip it out to the right maybe. There's also a shortcut through the woods, and then there is the big over-the-top Anheuser flex route where you can land the disc, in best case here, where we flying by just now. The basket is up this little mound behind those trees. It's a tricky hole. It's the longest par 4 in the course. Definitely a hole where also a bogey can happen. The birdie requires 2 quality shots for sure.
Joonas on the tee.
He's going over the top, right? Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Joonas is opting for the big sky Annie. It seems like he actually did catch a tree there. And he dropped down.
Yeah, that one didn't fly far. you just need to make sure to throw it super high. I mean, those big trees are big, and then to go over it requires some serious power. Yeah, you can see how high Joonatan puts it up in the air.
David instead is trying to go with a forehand shot. He's probably going to skip it, and he might just end up in a similar spot where the other guys are.
It's maybe the little bit more conservative option. Still a pretty good look at birdie, even though the second shot is gonna be hard from there.
Yeah, it will be a bit longer than if you try to attack the fairway like the other guys, but he will have a look on the basket. But definitely maybe 20 meters more to hit for him. Okay.
And I'm not sure if this was meant to be a roller.
Now
Well, it might have been a Sky any thrower.
Yeah. Ended up in a good spot still. Joonas is going over everything. Can he miss those branches? Oh.
Those branches stop everything.
Yeah, but he is in the circle and he might have a putt for
You think?
birdie.
I don't
Maybe
know
from
if
a
he's on the edge of the woods. I'm
To
not
me,
sure.
looks kind of close. We'll see in a minute.
Fairway driver for Joonatan, flexing the line.
They're going for the NS
And
road.
looks amazing again.
Oh, wow. Scaring the chains.
That was almost a throw an eagle from how far away?
Shot from
Like 120. I don't know. Amazing shot.
we
Perfect angle.
almost witnessed something.
Wow.
Daniel just with the big forehand.
Short.
Yeah.
Short.
Looks more like a par. That disc disappeared for us. Okay, this is what Severi is left with. Seems like just a simple pitch up. Maybe
that's
still
in that bush. There is that kind of a path going through going through the bush, like in the middle of it, and it seems he took that road, so no other choice. He tried to get a gap just a bit higher on the hill than he was a bit before.
Yeah, we could see Joonas just outside the circle, but at least having a pretty look. And Joonatan. His great second shot. Not able to capitalize on the birdie, unfortunately.
And Severi with a really nice save.
And we can
6 down so far.
Yeah, but after 2 star frames in a row, this hole just plays more difficult. And being a tough get as it is, we get only pars for our leader group.
So it seems they want the exact same card at the end of the round. So let's move on to the next hole, 13, par 3, 75 meters. So you have the obvious line just in front of your eyes. Straight shot to the basket. Be careful with that slope going to the road behind the basket. You can fast go OB if you go a bit too strong on the drive. You also have that line on the left for the lefties or the forehand. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, yesterday we have seen a lot of players going for that forehand skipper on the left side. So I think everyone except for Severi will go for this forehand route again. Or maybe we see some forehand straight up the middle.
That's the plan.
Okay, that's the straight route.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
Stays in
barely
bounds.
stay safe there.
Scary move from Joonas.
But birdie look. No risk, no fun. Joonatan going for it. Backhand looks amazing. Oh, it will slide to the basket. Great shot.
That's how you draw it up.
And you
Such
can
a
see,
fast green, though.
yeah,
Really
you can see how
is.
the discs slide.
Yeah, everything is moving to the OB.
It looks like Tanghe is opting for the outside hyzer forehand skip shot.
A bit higher than yesterday.
Still, he's inside. Barely inside the circle, maybe, but like he's looking at the putt for bird for sure.
Yeah,
I am really wondering this tee sign. It's so close to the tee. If it's disturbing the players a bit or not.
they didn't look to be disturbed by that.
Be too disturbed. Yeah. But Daniel got pretty close to it. Anyway, we have some looks for birdie now. And we have already the gallery filled up. Like lots of players already finished their rounds. And now they are watching the leaders. And
Man,
they are watching.
that's
also
Daniel's
this
range. He doesn't miss anything from there. Beautiful shot. Bit low. Good line. Still going so fast.
Nice birdie there by Joonas.
beautiful stroke.
You need to capitalize here. Begins to be a bit too much for Joonatan on this round.
Yeah, he still gives himself the chances for the birdies, but yeah, not really able to capitalize on it for the moment. But some holes still left. Okay, so this is hole number 14 now. Another par 4, another gap shot out of the tee. You need to figure out how you navigate through those trees out to the open. If you're in the open field once, you have a chance for the birdie, even though the upshot is kind of tricky as you need to go over all of those trees you can see now. There is this gap coming from the right side, but the over-the-top spike has a play is the preferred route.
Yeah, exactly. Really tight gap between those two bushes around the basket. Really need to be accurate on the approach, definitely to take the birdie. And Joonas again, first on the box. Should be out. Birdie action for Joonas here. Good drive.
Yeah. Decent shot. Daniel, like yesterday, reaching for his New Zealand FD. Daniel, obviously, Discmania sponsored. He switched teams from Innova to Discmania this winter.
Hyzer release. Beautiful flex line. Oh. Didn't get to go through everything. Was scramble for a bit.
Well, those low-hanging branches they just stop your drives from being really long. Maybe like a whole different approach would be an interesting idea. Maybe a forehand roller could be something to actually do on this hole.
Yeah, I mean, the ground seems to be favorable for that kind of shots, but yeah.
Okay, short. Easy pitch up, maybe a way to go for the bird.
Joonatan even going for the backside?
No, there is a forehand roller. Interesting.
Oh yeah,
So he's hoping to go through those woods by rolling. No clue what happened at the end of the line. Clean one.
No, that's a good chance for the birdie for Joonas.
Just inside circle one, I think.
And also Daniel grabbing a super overstable disc, going up and down.
A bit wide. Put too
Not
much
sure
power
if
in
this
it.
is gonna be a look for birdie.
Yeah, depending on the branches he will have in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay, good scramble. Woof. Good
Severi
line.
definitely, he gave it a run.
And it looks like Daniel has a look. And it will go in.
And
Definitely.
Ka-ching. Man, this step putts. So signature,
accurate.
so good.
So smooth.
And also Joonas with a great birdie.
Yeah, Joonas definitely in the groove. Good save from Joonatan.
Yeah, Joonas manages to pull away a little bit from his opponents on the card, putting himself in second place. But of course, there's Mikael Häme as well, playing really good. So the places on the podium are pretty tough to get, that's for sure.
Exactly. So hole 15 here. 118 meters straight line to the basket. You have those two bushes on the right side and left side that you need to avoid. They start 50 meters before the basket, so you really need to take that flex line and try to navigate through those trees. Let's check.
Yeah, the perfect shot is a backhand fairway driver that rolls over just a bit and comes back before it hits the right side branches. We've seen some perfect shots yesterday. Maybe we see some even better ones today.
Not enough. He needed the disc to take that line. Flex line, you know.
That's just a little bit early released for Joonas. That's the chance for Joonatan and Severi to get one back on him. But first we see Daniel. He's trying to expand his lead.
Come on. Same problem as Joonas. Too much hyzer on this at the start.
And again, an early release. That's kind of interesting. 3 players straight leaving it left.
Well, let's see if Severi can make up and adjust a tad more. And it looks like he's shanking it to the right.
Finally, the overcorrection. So not really a good shot for the leader group here on hole number 15. I'm not sure what's going on in the other cards, but maybe they're checking scores and seeing other players are playing well, getting a little bit nervous. Who knows?
Okay, looks like okay. Going with the forehand approach. Oh, that's low.
He does get a skip or two, but like still leaves it outside circle one. Let's see if Joonatan can correct that and put his disc under the basket.
Great upshot.
Very nice touch with the forehand, putting it on Anne's and let it fade back. Then he'll also going for the forehand approach.
That should be no problem. He's right next to the pin.
Just too easy.
Joonas looking for a outside circle one putt.
Grooving or not grooving? Grooving. Okay.
Of
Well,
course.
Joonas makes this putt look easy.
Yeah, if it doesn't make it, that's kind of a neck breaker. That short before the end, to take a bogey on kind of an easy hole.
Serious round for Joonas.
Yeah, just keeping the fire going, you know?
Joonatan taking the par. Still waiting for those birdies to come. It seems that Severi and Joonatan are a bit more calm after going on the back nine.
At least you didn't see a bogey on the back nine for our leader group.
No
We
bogey.
move on to hole number 16. A hole where you can potentially take a bogey, right?
Yeah, depending on how you hit that gap.
Yeah. Goal number 1 on the 16th is definitely to go out this gap. We have seen Joonatan approaching the gap with a forehand roller yesterday just to make sure to get out of it. Let's see if he is going for that play again today. If you're out once, then you have a pretty open shot for you with your second one. It's just a matter of the angles, if you can get the angle right to land it close to the basket, as there is a slope going right to left. Not easy to get this shot close to the basket. So definitely a bonus birdie, I would say.
And that's also why the forehand approach is maybe the best option to avoid that slope from right to left.
Well, today seems to be a less windier day than yesterday. Maybe that's going to help them place their second shot closer to the basket.
Definitely more clouds today, but less wind. Better condition.
And a good kick for Joonas out of the rough. He might have a shot into the basket with his second one.
Yeah, not the most comfortable spot, but should be okay for Joonas.
Yeah, at least he's not totally cut off. Daniel also reaching for the forehand.
Well, that's a clean shot.
Whoa, just avoiding those threes.
Yeah, and you see it. Joonatan again lining up the roller.
He's holding his disc with a so-called power grip and tries to cut roll it straight through the gap.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's even better than yesterday. Avoid that three. Beautiful shot from Joonatan, showing a great control on those roller shots.
Good option for birdie for Joonatan. And Severi going with the only backhand, almost out of the gap.
Yeah, Severi not managing to go out of those woods.
He's got a standstill approach shot for bird if you want. But then again, That's such a long distance. Is he able to actually make that?
Not really. This leaves him maybe 40 meters to the basket, maybe more.
Yeah, it will be an upshot for the par. Chill. Let's see how Joonas is going.
But all the three other guys actually are in a position where they have the opportunity to attack the basket, opting for forehand shots to make sure that this does not slide down the little slope behind. Take into account that still it's a skippy green, they might just want to land at this maybe 10 meters in front of the basket and then hopefully end up just under it.
Yeah, so far we haven't really seen someone putting the disc that close to the basket. So circle 2 is kind of a usual result.
Yeah, definitely not a given birdie.
Joonatan opting for the Heisler backhand route. Is it long enough?
Seems confused.
And Daniel just slowly but steadily really securing his win. Only 2.5 holes to go, still sitting in quite a comfortable lead. So maybe to par out should be good enough for him to take all this down.
He will take the bird. You were waiting for your bullseye hit.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh wow. Yeah, sometimes if you feel so comfortable about everything, then playing is the easiest. And yeah.
And who else than Daniel to do that? Come on.
Can he finally get one?
Yeah, he will have it. Come on. Voila. Great.
Yes. Still not perfect, but it's in. Good putt. Well-deserved birdie.
Yeah,
Working
it's
hard
for all those almost in putts we've seen during the round.
Yeah. 2 birdies and 2 pars. That's a pretty good result on that one, as it is averaging over par for the field on number 16. And we move on to the last par 3 of the course.
And of the tournament. So you have that area view from the drone. Par 3, 94 meters. So 2 options for the lefties and the forehand. You can go over those bushes on the left side of the fairway. Other option is to go spike hyzer on the right for the right-handed players. You need to avoid those 2 last bushes going around the basket. There is also those low branches just over the pin that can put the players in trouble on the green.
Yeah, low branches pretty much on all sides of the green. So we have seen a lot of obstructed putts here.
Oh, good kick.
And this one bounced back nicely from the trees and behind the basket. Oh wow, okay. Joonatan seems to go with a little bit of a slower disc here.
Turnover shot over the left side can be an option.
Yeah, really going for the kind of a straight approach with a slight turnover angle. But yeah, getting stuck in the tree for Joonatan.
It should be a look.
Going with the forehand option.
Joonas is going to try a forehand drive, which seems to be an easier shot in this hole.
Whoa, going wide and high? Different type of... Okay. Short.
He still hits the same tree.
Those trees, they like to catch discs, huh?
Looks like the best one. Maybe not enough wide.
Oh, wow.
That
That
was
would have
almost
been
in.
awesome.
Definitely the good way for Severi. After 5 bars, it should be a birdie to get back on track for a bit. And to start the last hole in the best conditions. Upshot for Joonas. No choice under those trees over there. Great angle. And again, an almost for Joonatan. It could have been largely better for him on this round.
That seems to be the story of this round for him.
Yeah.
He almost makes his putt.
Yeah, and I guess he knows this course as his brother Mikael is already in the clubhouse at this point at a score of -24 in total for the tournament. So not really an option to reach the second place either for Joonatan or for Joonas. All they can do now is to fight for the third.
It's still great rounds for those guys. Really clean disc golf today. 2 mistakes, I think, overall. And let's move on the last hole. Par 5, 327 meters. First fairway just in front of your eyes right now. So you need to try to go on the left there to try to be the closest of the second part of the fairway here. You have 50 meters OB that you need to avoid, and the OB zone just keeping going on the right side of the fairway. Depending on the landing zone, you will be able to play your forehand, keeping the line, or backhand turnover to go to the basket here. Elevated basket. And OB behind it also, 12 meters.
Yeah, once again, this hole is playing as the hardest hole on the course. Still, that shouldn't give Daniel too much pressure. For him, it's just, I don't know how to call it, maybe the walk of fame or something home. He needs to play better than a 9 to win the tournament. So I think that
should be okay with that drive.
Easy thing to do it. Yeah, especially after this drive.
His game plan is probably like just play for par on the last hole and walk it home safely.
Yeah. Still great to see so many international players here at the first stop of the European Pro Tour. I hope it moves on like this on the further stops. There's a total of 5 tournaments in this series. There's also plenty of tournaments in the EPTX Tour, which is concepted a little bit more for amateur players or like the little lower level.
It's kind of the silver series from Disc Golf Pro Tour.
Yeah, exactly. That's the idea behind it. And especially it's really cool to see those kind of friends outside of their country, because usually you don't see them too much around Europe.
Yeah, it will change with that new concept European Pro Tour. Should be a new era here with 2 or 3 professional tours around Europe. It will be a fun year.
And also worth noting is that they were able to manage to create a pretty nice prize pool in this A tier. So even for European conditions, that's
really
pretty good.
Taking some step. It's really nice here. Attracting some of the players that need to go to the States to live from the sports they love. They will be able to find what they need here.
All right. Unfortunate shot for Severi on his second, ending up in the OB, which will cost him some strokes for sure. And you know, everyone is fighting for positions now. At a 20 under par, you might end up in 5th spot, which means still more than $1,000 of prize money. So things are really going down now.
Joonas, second shot. Looking for that hyzer line like the other guys. Another great one. Close from the OB zone.
Daniel
Here's
taking it
Daniel.
way safer today than yesterday.
Exactly.
Yesterday he was pushing for the limit on his second shot here. Today he is fine with a par, I guess.
Yeah, he just put it in the middle of the fairway. No pressure on him.
Oh, wide line. Going to, oh, wow. Wow, what a shot.
And still, that was already his 4th shot, so a 6 at best for Severi. Daniel still with the birdie option.
He leaves it a bit short, but like this is going to be an easy approach from there. He's going to tap in for par and take home the win.
As we expected in the preview, he is just taking it smooth and easy to walk home the safe win.
Okay. Just avoiding the tree. Great shot, circus edge, maybe just in. Great approach from Joonas to finish up the round.
Joonatan, he's going for the mid-range and has a shot really committing on this one, but yeah,
Stop
keeping
there.
a 3.
Woo,
Okay.
close.
Just safe. Those kind of shots can end up in the OB really quickly.
Good shot
there.
Looks like a bogey for Severi. And we have everyone waiting for the lead card. And here is our leader just pitching up for his par. And just in a minute, he will be crowned as the first European Pro Tour champion.
Beautiful performance from Daniel. Bogey-free weekend for the guy. Amazing performance.
Long. Yeah, playing good, making putts, making his work all weekend long.
It's bogey-free, but also OB-free, if I remember well.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, definitely the one to take the trophy home.
Well-deserved win, that's for sure.
Could have been better for Joonatan during this round. He was really looking on fire at the start and then was a bit calmed down by those almost put-in.
Yeah, the rest of the league got just kind of leaving a little bit of, I don't know, room for improvement as the chase cut catched up with them or even overtook some of them. So no one really able to get a podium finish beside of Daniel.
Good way to show the crown your game. Beautiful 9 down. Really serious round again.
Actually, Joonas, with that putt, he just tied it up for 3rd place.
Yeah, to make that playoff against Ville Haukas. To finish up with the bar. Let's go.
Yeah, that gives him 5th place for the tournament. Decent showing still for Mikael Häme, even though the last round was the weakest one of his 3 attempts. Severi with a bogey to finish.
And the winner.
Congrats to Daniel Davidsson on this amazing showing. Great round. 9 down, 10 down, 9 down. So consistent.
So consistent at that high level performance. Beautiful to watch through the weekend. He can be confident for the season. Definitely on point. And let's move to the review. So as we said, really clean cards for the lead card here. Just a bogey for Severi on the last hole. Daniel really consistent, 6 down on the back 9 after struggling a bit on the front. And Joonatan, good performance, but not enough.
Oh yeah, and here we have it, the final result. Mikael Häme with a 12 down. Hot round in the tournament, just jumping up into 2nd place. A tied 3rd for Ville Ahokas and Joonas Aalto. And yeah, that's it. Thank you,
That's
everybody.
it, guys. Thank you for all those moments, and see you on the next tournaments.
Well, it's a wrap. Cheers, guys, and see you later.